Dum hum biddy lie dum biddy da do dum hum biddy lie dum biddy da do dum hum biddy lie dum biddy da dee dum do. Where are we today, everybody?
The Chuckie Path.
The Chuckie Path. And where is the Chuckie Path?
Near Lendrick Muir.
Near Lendrick Muir. It kind of runs along the back of the estate, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And down to the river. And just look at all the trees around here. What kind are these? Are these silver birches, Chloe?
Yeah.
Have I got this right? I've spotted a tree correctly for the first time in my life.
And what's that one there?
Oh, is that a fern?
No, I mean that one in the back.
That one in the back.
The green one.
Oh, look, there's a mushroom on the stump. Let's zoom in on that, Chloe. What kind of mushroom is that?
Probably something like a... Wait, hold on a second. This is a silver birch, so it would most likely be a birch polypore.
A birch polypore. Wow, magnificent. What do you think, Trixie?
She'll agree with anything.
She'll agree with anything, won't you? You just like to be outside and running about, don't you? Oh, leading the way as usual. Little Trixie. Right, now what's that one there? That's a slightly different tree, but it looks like it's been there a very long time. A beech tree. Ah, do you know what? When I was looking at that, I thought so. And look at its roots. Do you know the one we saw in the last episode that had fallen into the water? This one looks like it's maybe not far off that either. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think that one might fall in eventually? I mean,
Quite well anchored to me.
it does look quite well anchored, but if it erodes any more than that, it might be in trouble. I mean, just look at the size of that.
Where's this water coming from? Look, there.
Yeah, so I think, so this is part of the trenches that was built by the Mowbrays. So the family that took on this estate and turned it into what it was back in the 1800s. Yeah, so it comes under and goes through the culvert. So this is partly to take the water right off the moor of the estate, isn't it? So this was dug, what, 200 years ago almost? Or 150 years ago? This was all dug out like that.
And it's still doing its job.
And it's still doing its job today. Yeah, absolutely. It's quite a lot of water coming down there. I'm quite surprised at just how much water there is. So is that just coming off the estate? Surely that's not from the river, is it?
No, it won't be from the river.
No, it's not from the river. Hi there. Lovely day for a walk.
Lovely. And you know that beech tree?
That beech tree, yeah. Tell us about that beech tree.
If that falls into the water, it won't just be... It won't have... It won't be like not really doing much there.
Really?
It will actually host a large microcosm of fungal life, since beech trees are easily penetrable by fungi.
Oh, are they? Is that because of the way their bark is? How it's kind of got the little... Oh, no.
Their actual structure.
Their actual structure. Well, that's really interesting because just look at this one here. Look at all the moss and fungus and everything that's growing here. Now, what have you just noticed? A minute ago, we were in bright sunshine. It was quite warm.
And the
The
temperature's
tree
dropped.
cover.
And what's different here? Yeah, the trees. So it's almost like a different climate when you come onto this bit of the road, isn't it? A very different climate, I would say.
All these ferns.
Yeah, so that's what you'll find a lot of in here. A lot of ferns, a lot of low, or plants that grow in low light,
And
Such as
ponticum
conifers.
rhododendron.
and lots of rhododendrons. Oh, look, there's one there.
Ponticum was introduced by the Victorians.
Right, and then now it's become very invasive, is that
Yes,
correct?
Yes. It's like a wild rhododendron.
So, but they always say that rhododendron kind of takes over, but I'm looking here and the rhododendron kind of looks like the least of the plants here. It doesn't look like it's really... Yeah, maybe it's been cut back. Maybe that's what it is.
Look
Oh, it
at all
has. You
these
can see it's been chopped, haven't you? Look.
Look at this one.
All right, let's... Oh, well, that one's a lot bigger, isn't it? That one's going a bit wild, isn't it?
And
Look
then
at all these conifers.
So,
What
what are
these are
these here?
raspberries.
Oh,
Wild
is this wild raspberries? Oh, wow. We'll need to come back and get some of these in the summer, won't we, Chloe?
Just looking at all these pine trees and conifers.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think... So, if this was a moorland before, would it have had all these trees?
No.
I don't think it would have, would it?
No.
And if we look at them, just look here. So, what's this gap between the trees and the ditch? What do you think that's for?
Going through.
Well, it's more like a fire break, isn't it? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because there's a much bigger fire break just down the bottom on the other side. So I think the conifers are maybe newly planted trees. Or not newly planted, but planted at a later date. Whereas the older trees, like these ones here, might have been here originally. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we've got a combination of sort of new plantings and very, very old stuff, don't we?
Yeah. And in the distance, you can see kind of an area which is very bright indeed.
Yes, we're coming back.
Here's a map.
Oh, let's go and have a look. We love a wee sign, don't we? So let's see if we can get our bearings on the map here. Do you want to come and read this out for us, Chloe?
Oh, look, there's a pheasant on the map.
Oh, there's a pheasant on the map. Right, come and read this for us, Chloe.
And a hare.
And a hare. You going to read it at the top?
Lendrick Muir is an activity centre used by groups of children and young people. It has a range of excellent outdoor activities set with the 920 acres of woodland and open ground and used throughout the year.
So I'm just trying to think where we are just now. Ah, right, so it tells us we are right here. And we are going to follow the path round the back of the woods, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, so they've got go-karting, they've got a golf course, they've got just about everything. And we are actually going to a party today that's being held at the tree climb over here. So let's go and see
Tree climb?
a tree climb. Well, there's tree climbing, there's all sorts of...
Tree climbing sounds fun.
It is fun, and there's all sorts of high wire climbing and stuff like that for everyone to have a go on, isn't there?
I like that. Tree climbing sounds fun, but high wire?
Yeah, you not like the idea of the high wire so much, do you?
No.
Now, the people that made this what it is today were a family called the Muir family. And they came here in the 1800s after being investors in the Alloa Coal Company. And we've talked lots about that, haven't we, Chloe?
Yeah.
So they came here. Where was it from, Mariel?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. So they came all the way up here to Scotland from Yorkshire and basically dug what was then called the Moor of Muckert, because this whole area was just one big moorland and was dug by hand. So not only did they dig it all by hand, they put in over 10 miles of drainage, which was part of what we saw back there.
Husky!
Oh, is that a husky? Oh, it's a lovely looking dog, that one. Border Collie. Oh, well, there you go. Almost. Are you going to say hello? He's a lovely one, isn't he?
Why he doesn't sit on your feet, Freddie. Freddie.
Hi there. Hello, Freddie.
He likes to sit on your feet.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, if you sits on your feet, you can't get away from me. You've got to keep petting me.
Likes making friends. So yeah, this place was basically a moorland with nothing on it at all. And when was it? I think it was 1863 or so. John J. Mowbray actually won the Highland or Royal Society Gold Medal for turning what was a barren land into a 750 hectare estate. Can you believe that?
And then he said,
Oh, come here then. Let me hear you, Mariel.
it's Namur now.
It's nae Moor now, and that's how it got its name,
Yes.
isn't it? So yeah, that was a bit of old Scottish humour there for you. So nae in Scottish means no. So the name of this place now is really No Moor. Nae Moor. There's nae Moor, nae Mer. Which is quite funny. Now you told us a really good wee story about one of the Mobley family members and this particular path, Muriel. Can you remember that one?
Yes, Mrs. Mowbray was very shy.
Very shy lady,
And
okay.
she didn't really like meeting new people.
Oh, did she not?
And so she had a little hidey hole on the path where she used to go and hide if she knew people were visiting.
So if she thought anyone was coming to see the family up in the estate, she would run away up to this secluded path, would she?
Yeah.
And was there anywhere for her specifically to hide along here? Or
Well, she had a little seat.
so she had a little seat built into the wall?
In an alcove, yeah.
Wow. So I have walked this road many, many times. And I have never seen this little little seat thing. So we're going to have to look at this. Now, if Mrs. Mowbray was to run away to hide from people up here today, would she have much luck?
No.
No, because what is this path now?
A walking.
It's part of a walking path. So this, along this path is a right of way, and probably this path is part of it as well. And what it allows you to do is to take a walk from Crooked Devon, down along the river, up and along this path, and then join back up down at Rumbling Bridge on the old railway path. So now it's a fully fledged walk. And how many people have we met already today? Have we met quite a few, or have we not seen anyone?
Met quite a few.
We've met quite a few, so half a dozen at least. So nowadays there's little paths just like this one down here through the forest, and we can see, I mean, look at these trees here, Chloe, on the right. How old do you think these are?
Christmas tree.
No idea. Have a look at them. Are they old or are they young, these ones over here?
Young.
Very young, aren't they? So what it looks to me now is that this woodland is being used to chop down the trees and then reforest it, isn't it?
Yeah. This is quite a new fence here.
This is a very new fence, but why do you think they've put the fence up here? Look in these. What's the difference with these trees here? Are these very old or very young?
Very old.
These are much older, aren't they? So they're trying to keep all the bits separate. And just look at that fern there. That one's probably the finest example we've seen yet, I would say. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
How long is it until we find a hart's tongue fern?
A hart's tongue fern. Do they look a bit different, do you think?
Yeah. They do have separate fronds, but they're much broader. They look sort of like a cheese plant.
They look a bit like a cheese plant, do they?
Yeah.
Now, just look at all those ferns. I am amazed by how well they grow here, aren't you? Oh, you found some interesting stones there, have you? Well, come and show us.
Quartz.
Quartz. Let's have a wee look at this. We found some quartz. Let's see it. Go move your thumb so I can see it.
Pretty new fence.
It's a very new fence. I don't think this was here the last time we walked along. I think it might only be a few months old, possibly. Now, what do you think Dad did in these woods when he was a little boy?
No idea.
No idea.
Right, you hid.
We hid. We did that a lot. But what do you think? If we built something, what would we build?
A gang hut?
A gang hut. That's right. And if we just go through here, down a bit, we might even see one of our old gang huts. What do you think?
Yeah.
Here's a puffball.
Oh, puffball. Let's go and have a look.
Oh.
That's an ancient one.
Let's see, Mariel. What did you find? Oh, that's a very old one. Look at that.
It's exploded already.
So it's already sent its spores
Yeah.
off out into the world. That's a brilliant wee puffball, though. Now, I am intrigued. How far along, can you remember how far along this wee hidey hole might have been, Mariel?
Well, it was near the house.
Much nearer the house. Right, let's keep moving along here and see what we can find. Now, what kind of spruce are these, Chloe? They've only got the leaves really high up. What's that kind called? Can you remember?
Like a Mediterranean pine.
Mediterranean pines, you think?
Yeah, I think so as well.
Pretty good fun, I'd say. Aye, they look like Christmas tree ones, don't they? Oh, is there one, a little oak tree trying to come through? Oh, let's have a wee look.
Needs to have the birch cleared away from it.
So that one, what one?
This one,
That one just there on its own.
this little one.
Oh, I see it there, yeah, actually. Do you think that will come to fruition?
Well, I think it would like to have clearing.
Yeah. Now, that is a very big tree just down ahead of us. What might that one be?
The lightning tree.
That looks like the lightning tree. That looks like the same type of tree. Is that a beech as well, or is that an oak? Is that a beech, that one? I mean, just look at how gnarly that one looks. I think that one's probably been here the longest out of all of them, don't you?
Yeah. Trixie!
Trixie!
What do I hear? I hear some squawking.
Oh, can you see the heather? Is it all along the edge?
I heard some squawking.
And what's this one here, do you think? Is this gorse as well? Broom. So I think we've got a mixture of two. Yeah.
This is broom, and that's good.
So that's a broom and gorse in the same bit, that one.
Yeah.
Also hairy pea.
Hairy pea? Come on then. Yeah, I can see the hairy peas on them. Do you think you could climb this tree, Chloe? I bet Justin could get up it, couldn't he? It's not got many low hanging branches, does it? Would you look at that? Stunning stuff. Wow. Wowee. Are you exciting?
I found some silver agate.
Silver agate as well. Did you bring it over for us to have a look at?
Well,
Just your quartz. Oh, have you got it, Mariel? Right, bring it over here and let's have a wee look-see. Oh, there's a wee puddle there. Chloe will wash it for you.
That's probably where I went for my horse.
Ah, right. So you were telling us a wee story about your horse.
They hadn't put gates up.
No, this is all kind of new here. So what happened when you were coming along here on your horse,
I was
Mariel?
having a nice canter.
A nice canter.
Yes, and we went cantering along the path which narrowed,
Uh-huh.
and then there was a bush in the middle of it, which the horse jumped over and landed right in the bog. Front feet went right down, and I went right over its head.
Oh, did you?
Onto my head.
Oh, no.
Yes. And the horse ran away.
Oh, my word. And what's just on the other side of the woods?
The golf course.
And
I
what
had,
we...
well, I had this awful feeling that it would gallop across the golf course and make footmarks.
And then you wouldn't be very popular at
I
all,
would
would
be
you?
very unpopular.
So did the horse go on the grass then?
Though luckily it was quite greedy and it stopped to graze.
Stop for something to eat.
Yes.
Well, there wouldn't be much grass on the golf course, but around this rough, I'm sure they would have found something nice, wouldn't it? Right. Well, we say goodbye, boys and girls.
bye.
Bye-bye.